What? Adusa was just thinking of you. Did the courier reveal anything important? A coin? How clever. Who would suspect a simple coin thrown into a fountain for good luck? And see this? There's a message on the coin. No clue. It's in some sort of code. Adusa can't make head or tails of it. This one made a joke, yes? This date. Could it be the key to the code? Here, take this copy of the message. Adusa has her own inquiries to make. You must decipher this code. Seek out my friend, Sahil. He should be able to help. He's usually on the second floor of the Dead Wolf Inn. He loves to watch the fire burn in the hearth.
Hey there, friend. You're blocking my view of the fire, and the heat too. Mind shifting a bit? Oh, really? She told you I could do that. She's right, of course. I'm really very smart. I just need the right incentive. Simply giving away my brilliance would make me feel foolish, and I don't like that feeling. No wonder Adusa sent you. You're just like her. Here, let me see that. It's a simple replacement code. The date is the key. Count back 5 letters to see the actual message. The spy's initials are EC. Probably that dust sweep. Edward Keld. How should I know? Somewhere near the south gate, maybe. Ask Vignac, the unkempt, if you want more precise directions. That beggar knows more about what happens in that part of the city than the Schornhelm Guard.
Spare a coin for the needy.
Spare some gold for a worker down on his luck. What? An informer? Me? No, I'm a simple dust sweep begging for spare gold. Nothing more. On the other hand, if you have the gold, I'll be whatever you want me to be. Do you think I'd rather beg than work? But work for a dust sweep isn't as common as it used to be. And a man's got to do what he can. I have a family to feed, after all. Bless you, and bless this glinting gift. Tonight I will turn this clanking metal into bread and turnips for my family's supper. A feat greater than the most talented alchemist can conjure, eh? Who can say? What with this civil war and all, maybe people don't care as much about cleanliness as they used to. I'm just trying to make ends meet, and economics was never my strong point. Bless you, and bless this... Spare some gold for a worker down on his luck. Do you think I'd rather beg than work? What? Do you think I'd rather... Who can say? What? An informer? Me? No. Do you think I'd rather... Who can say? What?
Please, don't walk away. Don't ignore me. I really need your help. This blasted war's been devastating to us common folk. Can you spare a few pieces of gold for a poor beggar? Ah, a trade, of course. Give me some gold and I'll tell you what I know. If that's your idea of a fair trade, I want nothing to do with you. But if you want to find the dust sweep, try the house across the way. He shares it with his wife. She's a lovely woman. Much too good for the likes of that scoundrel, I say.
Fine goods for sale.
think you're doing?
My prices can't be beat.
First you enter uninvited, then you start rifling through my cabinets. What is this, some kind of sick joke? Wait, I've never seen that book. What is it? He what? No. My husband has some silly ideas, but he's not... He wouldn't... What are you going to do? He didn't do this out of malice. He just wanted to support us. He hates that I have to work so hard. He's a good man, but they'll kill him for this. Keep the code book. Just don't implicate my husband. You have what you need, right? Just keep Edward out of it. You get what you need, and my husband remains a free man. That idiot. Oh, what was he thinking? Oh, divines, have mercy on us.
Could use another break.
Have you discovered the identity of the informer? Edward Keld. Really? It's always the ones you least suspect. We'll learn much from Edward, though he may not be a willing teacher. Thank you for your help. You have been extremely helpful, Five Claw. We unraveled the threads of this plot with skill and daring, like unrolling a spool of yarn. Sorry, this one gets easily distracted sometimes. What were we talking about? Oh, yes. This proves Montclair's allies are still plotting and scheming. While you were tracking the spy, Adusa did some tracking of her own. Our Corian Two Blades, a ruthless killer, is now on the Montclair payroll. Kill the killer. Adusa would rather do the work herself, but this codebook demands immediate attention. Find the assassin where he waits, west of town. When the deed is done, find me at Ravenwatch Manor. Bright moons guide you. That's Two Blades. He has been a scourge on Rivenspire for years, but working for Montclair, that is the straw that broke the Ponyquar's back. This one is a master of stealth and a gatherer of information. Sometimes Adusa strikes, but sometimes Adusa points the blade and lets another drive it home. He is a cold-hearted killer who enjoys what he does. Just last month, Two Blades ambushed a caravan bringing supplies to an orphanage in Stormhaven, slaughtered the guards, and made off with the goods. He has no sense of honor. Give Adusa the good news. Tell this one that our Corian Two Blades is just a bitter memory. Best news this one has heard all day. Ravenspire will sleep easier without that monster lurking in the shadows. Maybe we should change his name to No Blades, yes? Get it? Anyway, thanks for your help. It's good to see Verandis was right about you. You make Ravenspire a safer place with every task you complete. You had a taste with Two Blades. Ready for something with a little more meat on its bones? Adusa has been studying this code book, gathering information, learning what she can. It seems Montclair's forces are resolved. They hired Two Blades to eliminate a list of targets. We need that list. Do you actually listen to what Adusa says? Yes, get the list. This one learned that Rasaba the Keen carries the list. Kill Rasaba or do not, Five Claw, as you choose. We only need the list. To find Rasaba and the list, head due south from the manor. Follow the river and you should see them camped between Silver Hoof Vale and Camp Temrith. Rasaba the Keen's as cunning as she is brutal. She fought her way to the top of her organization, climbing a ladder of blood. There's always a group of fierce young warriors at her side. If it turns into a battle, you're going to have a war on your hands. My friend, your return, it is well-timed. For some reason, Montclair's forces have attacked the castle. This one can't imagine why they would do such a thing. Oh, yes. Adusa is fine. Nothing to worry about. Let's take a look at that list. Of course. Barandis, Adusa, and Quindis. We're at the top of the list. That would certainly explain why they attacked the castle, yes? We are the targets? Well, that only proves we are doing something right. If no one wants to kill you, you are not trying hard enough, this one always says. All? All is a very big number, Five Claw. This one smells more of them, all around, in the shadows. We'll meet them here, in the open. No, too open. Into the castle, less directions to defend against. Quickly, Five Claw, follow Adusa. Ready yourself, Five Claw. Here they come. Adusa has claws enough for all of you. May your fur fall out and never grow back, you traitors.
Light it up!
Adusa warned you, but no one ever listens to Adusa. Courageous of you. Ill-advised, but courageous. Meet this one outside, my friend. Let's make sure we eliminated all of the assassins. How dare the fools invade Ravenwatch Castle? Did they really think they could prevail against us? Now, we fight back. These villains, they think they can strike at us where we live? They are fools, and less than fools. We will take the fight to them. Thanks to the information you have gathered, we know where the worm behind this hides. These assassins, they thought they were hunting us. Now Adusa turns the tables. Now we hunt them. Arcorian Two-Blades, Rasaba the Keen, they were hired by Montclair's nephew, a diseased worm named Robert. He seeks to turn Montclair's remaining forces into an army, bolstered by hired blades. Thanks to the codebook you found, yes. Robert is hiding inside the old Montclair Manor in Shornhelm's upper city. We'll meet in front of the manor house. Then we finish this, one way or another. Meet Adusa at Montclair Manor, Five Claws. It's in Shornhelm's upper city. This one must clean up here first, or Verandis will become very cross. He hates it when we play with our food. A shallow man, lacking any redeemable qualities. This is a power grab, pure and simple. He's trading on his name to try and get a slice of the Rivenspire pie. But if he wants pie, Adusa has a pie for him right here. Montclair's nephew is close. Adusa can smell Robert from here. Adusa is very, very ready. Besides, the odds of actually dying, well, you know how it is with vampires. We're pretty hard to kill. Come, let us put an end to this. My claws and daggers are ready. This one will fight like a whirlwind of fury. You are a worm, and you will die like a worm. You worm!
You meddled in my father's business long enough. Oh, set it ablaze! You must
Spread out!
meddled in my father's business long enough. It looks like I'll have to kill you, You meddled in my father's business. Scatter!
Adusa is so happy she could just purr. The fighting, the blood, the excitement. Adusa hasn't had so much fun in an elf's age. And yes, we ended another threat to Rivenspire. That too. All in all, Adusa had a fine, fine day. This threat, yes, but don't worry. Another will appear before you know it. You have been a friend to Adusa and to Rivenspire. Stay fragrant, Five Claw. This one is sure we will meet again someday. You did well, my friend. Adusa would fight at your side anytime. You'll be the first person Adusa calls. Promise.
Lord Vivek. Forgive me, Outlander, but I have enough to deal with. I'm just a simple tribunal priest, and the trouble at the ancestral tomb was too much for even our buoyant armiger to deal with. I have failed, Lord Vivek, and left a colleague alone at the tomb. Lord Vivek sent the three of us to seek guidance at the Andrino ancestral tomb. We were attacked when we got there, and our guard was seriously hurt. I barely got her to safety, but we failed to complete the mission Lord Vivek bestowed upon us. Canon Levoul, he remained behind after we retreated from the tomb. I know he wants to get back inside and ask Lord Vivek's questions, but there's no way he can get past the Daedra or ask the questions on his own. May the three grant him wisdom.
Tyson, what's wrong? Someone help!
By the three! First a wounded armiger, now this!
By dawn and dusk, evil creeps through the shadows of my beloved Vardenfell. But an outlander arrives to aid my people, just as I have foreseen.
Those words, what do they mean?
What happened?
Merciful Azura, the Mother Soul spoke through you. It's a miracle!
Lord Vivek, protect me! That was Azura, the Queen of the Night Sky. And you, she spoke directly to you, Outlander. I'm surprised the Daedric Prince would risk Lord Vivek's wrath to proclaim a prophecy, but she did say you were here to aid us. The Daedric Prince Azura possessed that woman and spoke through her. I've heard of such occurrences, of course, but to witness such an event... She said evil creeps through the land. I wonder if it has anything to do with what we saw at the tomb. We sought guidance in a matter that concerns Lord Vivek. I received specific questions to ask while Levoul concentrated on summoning his ancestor. The Daedra ruined those plans when they fell upon Urnsi, and we were forced to flee. Vile creatures from oblivion! You hear about an odd ghost or a nest of vampires, but never Daedra. Please, if they're still there, they'll rip Canon Levoul apart. He's definitely not a warrior. Just look at what they did to the buoyant armiger. The buoyant armigers comprise one of the military orders of the Tribunal Temple. They seek to emulate Lord Vivek's deeds through actions and words. Poor Urnsi. Those monsters went straight for her. Her blood flowed like lava from Red Mountain. Where are you from? Children learn of Red Mountain before they even taste Flynn. The mountain sits at the center of Vardenfell, periodically rumbling like a sleeping Nyx shaking its leg. Lately, however, it seems to be waking from its long slumber. Azura is the cruel but wise Daedric Prince of Dawn and Dusk. She's one of the good Daedra, for what that's worth. But for her to speak through an innocent means something terrible is about to happen. Why else would she dare Lord Vivek's wrath? What do they teach you where you come from? Lord Vivek's a living god! Azura is merely the anticipation of Sothasil. Vivek stands as the present and the future, while Azura clearly represents Vardenfell's past. So no, they don't get along. You don't know Lord Vivek, one of the living gods of the Dunmer Tribunal. You must be new to our land, Outlander. But there's no time. Canon Levoul remain behind. He needs help if he's going to get inside the tomb and ask Vivek's questions. Yes, one of the god monarchs of Morrowind. He's the warrior poet who lives in a grand palace in Vivek City. Lord Vivek sent us on this holy mission to request information from Canon Levoul's ancestor. It breaks my heart that I have failed him.
Vivek down. Those monsters, it's too dangerous. What am I... Did Canon Valasar send you? Oh, she did, didn't she? That means she made it to Seydanin. Vivek be praised. Will you help me complete my mission? It would be sacrilege if I don't enter my family's tomb and make Lord Vivek's inquiries. As the saints declare, the tribunal always provides. We'll need to be cautious, however. Daedra invaded the tomb. Makes it hard to talk to one's ancestors while monsters try to eat you. I'll also need your help when we reach the summoning chamber. Take this scroll with Lord Vivek's inquiries, while I summon forth my ancestor spirit and concentrate on maintaining the connection. You must ask the questions. He insists we use the exact phrasing. We can go inside when you're ready. I've already lost precious time due to the buoyant armiger's wounds, but I suppose a few more moments won't make the volcano erupt or the moonlit fall from the sky or anything. What else can I tell you, my friend? I'm not quite sure, and it wasn't my place to ask. When your living god gives you a task, you say, "Yes, my lord." The questions seem to involve the time before the tribunal, which I assume is why we must ask them of my long-dead ancestor. A few of my contemporaries can boast of a luminary such as Farina Andrino occupying a prime branch upon their family tree. Lady Farina studied at the feet of Sothasil and was counted among his companions before the tribunal rose to power. Oh, Sothasil! It's like asking who are Vivek and Almalexia. They are the tribunal, the living gods of the Dunmer. Sothasil is the architect of time and the binder of oblivion. If you want to know more, we can talk after we've finished. Well, I can tell you why they weren't here the last time I paid my respects. Canon Valasar thinks they're some kind of Daedra, determined to keep us from fulfilling Lord Vivek's will. Until you showed up, I wasn't sure what I was going to do. Before we go in there and face those monsters, I want you to know how much I appreciate your aid in this matter. Just don't lose the scroll that contains Lord Vivek's questions. Now come. Let's call forth my ancestor. I'll open the tomb door. Follow me, but keep an eye out for those Daedra. Careful! The creatures attacked as soon as we entered the Hall of Remembrance. This used to be such a peaceful place. I came here as a young acolyte to meditate. We're nearly there. Then we can summon my ancestor. The summoning chamber. I'll call forth my ancestor, then you can ask Vivek's questions.
Hasn't my rest been disturbed enough by those filthy Daedra? Why do you summon me, descendant?
My Lord Vivek has inquiries that only you can answer, my lady. My companion will present them with your permission.
The warrior poet? Very well. Ask Vivek's questions. Ask the warrior poet's questions, Outlander. Ah, Lord Vivek always had a way with words. Tell him to rest assured. The heart remains safe. I wonder why that concerns him. Ask the remaining questions as my time here is short. An enemy of old, yes, but not the one that Vivek presumes. Sotha Sil imagined multiple scenarios and contemplated endless solutions. He even experimented with his divinity, drawing energy to study before returning it. Loss will come, he foresaw, but not until the collapse of the temple. Now back to sleep.
I hope that's what Lord Vivek needed. Let's talk outside. Thank you for helping me complete my task. Now, I need to return to Vivek City. Have you been there? It's amazing. Ziggurats rising out of the water, the moonlit hanging in the sky above. You should meet me there so I can introduce you to Lord Vivek. Just between us, I understood neither the questions asked nor the answers received. Not that I expected you. Some things aren't meant for mortal minds. That's another reason for you to come to Vivek City, to help me explain what my ancestors said. Excellent. I just need to make a quick stop in Seydanin to check on my original traveling companions. When you get to Vivek City, head right to the palace and I'll meet you there. I know that Lord Vivek will want to reward you for assisting me. I'll be along shortly. When you get to Vivek City, head directly for Lord Vivek's palace. Once there, I'll make introductions and we can tell the warrior poet everything we've learned. Of course. As I said, the tribunal consists of our three living gods, Vivek, Almalexia, and Sotha Sil. They lead us in spiritual matters and rule over Dunmere society as god monarchs of the Dark Elves. I serve Vivek, but honor the entire tribunal. Unfortunately, no. The Dunmer houses bow to the tribunal, but the savage Ashlanders refuse to acknowledge their divinity. The heretics never allowed themselves to be assimilated into the great houses. Instead, they hold to primitive superstitions.
It's here.
Always glad to see a fellow adept returning to our hall.
What is it?
I can't believe they want us to go out. You look like the traveling sort. In your excursions, have you perchance come upon a young dark elf named Vea? She went missing a couple of weeks ago and her father desperately seeks any information regarding her whereabouts. That's a shame. Her father, Eris, the house counselor here in Balmora, promises that anyone who can find his daughter and return her safely to his side will be well rewarded. You should speak to Counselor Eris. He's opened the kin house to interview potential recruits. Freelancers, as it were. If you're interested, go speak to the counselor. The longer Vea remains missing, the more distressed Counselor Eris becomes. Counselor Eris can be found at the Redarin kin house, and do hurry. He's ever so troubled by our failure to locate young Vea. If he finds that an outsider can succeed where the house guard has failed, so be it. I have no issue with Counselor Eris seeking help. It's where he's decided to get that help that concerns me. House Redarin doesn't need outsiders to take care of its business. But who am I to question a house counselor? How can anyone not know about House Redarin? Is this some sort of outlander ruse? Well, in that case, Redarin is the grandest of the great Dunmer houses. We champion the virtues of duty and piety, and we have a proud military tradition. Our house comes first in all things. I don't understand why Eris seeks outside help. If I knew what happened to the counselor's daughter, I wouldn't be talking to you now, would I? As far as we can tell, she left of her own accord. There wasn't any foul play involved that we're aware of. Beyond that, you'd have to ask the counselor. Counselor Eris Relith oversees Redarin operations in Balmora and the surrounding countryside. He's very influential, very powerful. Usually, the counselor doesn't allow his passions to get the better of him. But Vea is his daughter, after all.
I can't believe Lord Vivek wouldn't see worshippers today.
He's a living god. I'm sure he was just busy. We should have waited longer. I know.
You know, I was born and raised in East...
honor and service.
Yes? Is there something I can do for you, Outlander? My daughter has been gone too long and the house guard can't seem to find a wall in the corner. But why should I trust you with this task? Tell me, Outlander, how can you succeed when my forces continue to fail time and time again? An interesting insight. Perhaps you can find my daughter. Vea can handle herself, but the father worries, you understand? Anyway, I agree with your assessment. That's why I'm willing to bring in outside help on this. Vea fled after a family disagreement. She's run away before, but I'm concerned that she might have something more permanent in mind this time, and more dangerous. Vea knows how to evade the house guard, but as you said, she doesn't know you. Captain Briven oversees the house's attempt to locate my daughter. You should speak to him and see what his investigation has already turned up. He's probably patrolling the town square at this time of day. Briven's soldiers have been trying to get information out of Vea's friends, but those young men and women are almost as good at avoiding the house guard as my daughter. That is a private matter. If your investigation proves fruitful and such matters become relevant, we can discuss the particulars then, but not before. Like my daughter, my wife has a mind of her own. What the two of you discuss is your own affair. Just understand that I haven't employed you to solve my family's problems. I only need you to find my daughter. Vea has always been fascinated by the Morag Tong. Even admired one of their agents when she was growing up. It's possible she sought refuge with this agent, or even decided to join the organization, though I hope I am wrong about that. The Morag Tong? They're an ancient guild of assassins sanctioned by the tribunal to carry out honorable writs of execution. Ostensibly, they're supposed to keep the houses from resorting to all-out war, but I still find the practice barbaric. Someone of no consequence, and not at all important to accomplishing your mission. Besides, you don't find Morag Tong agents, they find you. Just pray it's not because your name wound up on one of their writs. That is a death sentence.
May I help you?
Not now, Outlander. If you need some sort of assistance, go find one of the house guard. You must be one of the freelancers the Councillor employed to supplement the duties of the house guard. Very well, I'll tell you what I know. Vea ran away. Again. I hope you can succeed when my troops have failed. If anything happens to Vea... I've known the Relith family since I was a child. Vea is like a sister to me, and I'll do everything in my power to get her home safe and sound. Even trust an Outlander. We think her friends may know where she is, but they keep eluding us. Perhaps, as long as you don't get too close. They've been running notes of late. I think it has something to do with Vea, but the runners keep evading my guards. Look for a group meeting on the other side of town, and see if you can follow the note. When you find Vea's friends, remember to keep your distance. You just want to spot the note carrier and follow him to whoever's receiving these messages. That's the key to locating Vea. If you can't do it, don't worry. The house can handle it. Vea's a born warrior. Hard-headed, stubborn, a real pain in the ass. She can fight like an angry netch, though. I keep trying to get her to join the militia, and she always turns me down. That's not my tale to tell. If Councillor Eris or his wife won't speak of the troubles his family has had to deal with in recent weeks, maybe you can ask Vea. If and when you find her. We started to notice groups of young dark elves gathering in out-of-the-way parts of the city. One of my guards saw them pass a note between them, but they split up and she lost them in the back alleys. Could be a love poem or a recipe for Kwama cream cocktail. But we suspect it's the way Vea has been keeping tabs on what's been happening in the city. Look, it may amount to nothing, but the note could give us a lead on where to find Vea.